Let
Section 8.
Solo go ahead and
But
respond because she was speaking to her. Let her respond, and
Oh,
then you
my
can go.
fault. My fault. Go ahead, Solo.
But I'm just saying, like, these programs real fast. You got all of these Section 8 programs, right?
Mhm.
My friend had Section 8. Whenever it's time for her inspection, she create an argument with the boyfriend to kick him out the house because he can't even be there. You know what I mean? I'm like, what
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
shit is this? Then when he gone, he mad. Now she trying to get him back, and he like, I gotta get my own shit. I'm tired of this bitch. So it's like, do you want to keep depending on the government? You know, they're
Right.
keeping you
Yeah.
complacent. So him getting rid of these programs, in my opinion, we benefiting off of this. Him taking these jobs, you got to look at it from all angles. We've been, okay, they took this job. Let's create our own. Let's put the money back in our community. You know what I mean? I don't want Section 8. I don't want the government telling me who I can't have in my house. Because you can't have a man. I don't want food stamps. You only limited to what you can get. Who want to live like that? Who
Right,
want to live
right.
with the government subsidizing you?
Yeah.
I know I don't.
Right. Shouldn't have to.
You
Right
know,
on. Yeah.
yeah, so it's things that you benefit. Like, sometimes you got to be optimistic like me. If everybody sit around and threw they problems on the table, I'll probably be the first one to snatch my shit back. You know, so I have to look at the glass half full instead of half empty.
I heard that.
And
That's a
that's my
hell of a.
own perspective.
I like that, Kyrie. Say if everybody threw their problems on the table, I have to snatch mine back. It's saying that is that saying that your problems is not as bad as you thought they were?
Exactly.
Caught that. I got it. I like how you said that. Shit.
All right.
Go ahead, Solo. Yep.
Yeah, for the first point, I think I disagree with was that, if I'm just a regular human, I'm a black woman in America, and I work for the government as a job, and I've been working there, let's just say 12 years. I don't know what the government expect me to do other than to show up for my check, do my job, come home, pay my bills, pay my taxes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of additional community programs the government would expect from me as an individual to make in my community, and that's contingent on me having a job, right? So I can't keep my job with with the government because I'm not creating these community programs in my community. So I think that ultimately, if the government wants to see community programs, of course, I think as Black Americans we should create our own community programs. I don't support asking the government for anything, but that's not happening. So if I'm this Black woman and I live in my community and I'm showing up to work, and that's the only requirement that the government has given me in order to keep this job, I think I should keep it regardless if I'm making contributions to my community as far as resources. So I guess I disagree with that.
And there's
Then the
nothing
other
wrong with that. Let
and
me
then
jump
the
in
other
real
thing,
quick because I got a question for Solo and Cairo. Even if we disagree, of course, Jamie too. Do y'all believe, and just to give y'all a number, 300,000 black women was fired off the federal level. Now, Cairo, you sort of spoke to this already. So my question is, was that political retaliation because black women voted for the Democratic candidate and 90%, 90 plus percent, was that political retaliation from Trump? Or was that sort of what the point I think Cairo made, that they just been squatting on the job? Because Solo, that was a good rebuttal as well. Both of y'all made great points, and that's where this question is coming from. That's a good point, Cairo. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, y'all say go to school, go to college, get a job. We get a federal job. We're on here doing our job. Now, if we're not doing our job, I get what you're saying, Cairo. Get rid of them, cut the fat, so to speak. If they are just doing their job, like, hey, I'm raising my family off this, was that political retaliation by Trump because black women voted against him, or was it really just a necessary budget cut?
I think
It
the
can
Black
be
women.
both.
It can be both. It can be both. Carry on. It can be both. Yeah.
It can be both.
Yeah.
Solo made a statement. She said it doesn't depend on, who's the president. It doesn't depend if it's the Democratic or the Republican Party. They both kind of have the same agenda. You know what I mean? That's big facts. But I think that, like, when we have these platforms or when we have these opportunities, a lot of us, we don't use them correctly. And when they get snatching away from us, then we quick to blame the European. But it was like, you held this platform, you had this opportunity for 12 years. What did you do with it? because I'm not trying to stay on no job. I wasn't cultivated like that to stay on no job for no goddamn 10, 12 years and just keep working in slavery. I was taught, hey, get
all
on
right,
there. You're for real,
have
get,
mercy, Cairo. Have mercy.
yeah,
Cairo, the reason,
get there.
Cairo, the reason I'm saying have mercy because our parents, our grandparents' generation, that's what they was told. Hey, go to college, graduate. If you don't go to college, get a trade, get a career job. It's called a career. Pay your bills, take care of your family, and fly off into the sunset. So when you say, and I agree with what you said. I was cultivated like that as well. Hey, I'm not really trying to work for them people like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I feel that 100%. But to generations before us that almost didn't have many options. I just don't want them to be, feel like they settled. They didn't really settle. That's all that was the government offered them. If we go back 40 years, the Jim Crow era, well, not that's more than 40, but y'all get what I'm saying. So I think Solo had a response, and I'll get out the way.
I guess I want to clarify exactly like what's being said. So again, we're gonna go back to my example. I'm a black woman. I work for the federal government. I've been working there for 12 years. I guess I want to clarify what exactly do you guys expect them to do in order to maintain their jobs, other than them doing their job at the federal government. You're saying that you've been working here for 12 years and you haven't done anything. So I guess I want to clarify, what exactly are you guys saying that they should have created a business on the side that would allow them to move from a W-2 employer until a business owner? Or are you saying that they're not doing their job at the federal government and that's why Trump let them go?
I'm saying my perspective is mindset. We all have a job to do. Everybody recognize the oppression in the United States of America. Some people have become desensitized and so complacent enough that they turn the other cheek. But me, as an African American woman living in the United States of America, and that's conscious, my whole mindset is, damn, my people out here suffering. I have to do something. I have to educate myself. I have to stack this money. I have to invest to open opportunities for my people so they don't have to be out here in the street robbing, killing, and murdering each other. That's my whole thing. I'm trying to get together with conscious people, right? With my brother Taj, with my brother Jamie. Hey, Jamie, this is what we got to do. We see the oppression. We see how they trying to turn our young black men into homosexuals. We see how they want us to be out here single, independent, strong black woman. No, I wasn't made to be single. I wasn't made to be independent. I was a man. He's supposed to be strong. He's supposed to us. So my only thing is, I was cultivated. Hey, you get at that job or that career for 5 years, stack that money, invest, open opportunity.
Okay.
But people like me, we conscious like that. The government are aware. That's why they got this all-seeing dollar eye on that dollar bill. They're gonna try to keep their foot on your neck, and you keep asking yourself, "Damn, why every time I save this 30,000, an obstacle will come and I get scammed?" Because we are part of the matrix, and 90% of the people are a part of that system. And then you got that 5%. We woke. We fighting against the system. They don't want us.
Okay, so I guess I still want to clarify. So is it that you would say that in order for them to not be relying on the government for the job, that they would need to sort of build in their community and create their own sort of money, income, business, so they can be self-sufficient?
I'm saying pretty much. I'm pretty much saying
Okay.
that, if you live in, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, why stay complacent somewhere 12 years when you see your brothers and your sisters every day suffering and you generating this income where you can provide or create opportunity by being self-sufficient, by creating your own business? How could you feel
Right.
so desensitized and complacent that you stay somewhere and then who want to depend on the government, the same government that's keeping majority of your people oppressed? That's the thing about why my family always told me, hey, don't get on those Section 8 programs